Austin, Texas has been one of the most attractive areas to buy a home, either for a primary use, secondary, or as an investment property. The problem is that Austin is extremely expensive as more and more people move into the city. Now, with the current mortgage rates and added inventory, we've seen price reductions all around the country. Some power given back to buyers and sellers going creative when it comes to getting rid of properties. What's happening in Austin, Texas real estate today, and what is the outcome for 2023? I will talk about it in this video, so don't go anywhere. Hi there, my name is Jaime Shekaiben, and I welcome you to my channel, The Foreigner in America, where I teach locals and foreigners everything they need to know about producing money, keeping money, and multiplying it, specializing in the markets and real estate. If you're someone like myself who loves money and wants to be successful and free, please subscribe to this great channel and hit that bell so you follow up on my 2 weekly videos. Also, check out my blog, Instagram, and TikTok under the same channel name. And take a look at my book, which I will leave a link below for you. So without further ado, let's begin. I got all this useful information from Norada Real Estate Investments, so great job guys with your analysis, but let me break it through in a more concise and easier to follow way. The market is shifting, which means it's slowly giving back some buying power to buyers. A year ago, in order to buy a property in Austin, 1, you couldn't be an investor. 2, you had to offer like 20% over asking price to be considered. And 3, you had to forget about inspections and appraisals, which was crazy if you ask me. Now, activity has slowed down, and I will show you the facts. But unfortunately for buyers like me, prices are still rising at a slower rate, but the market is still strong. If you heard in other videos that Austin is crashing, it's just clickbait. It's not. What we're seeing in Austin is a slowing growth rate in sales and housing prices getting to an all-time high while giving some negotiating power back to the buyers. For over 10 years, there hasn't been any kind of leverage with buyers in the area. But now properties take longer to sell, and the inventory of homes has reached 3.1 months, which is better than the country average. For a market to be stable and healthy, it should be around 5 to 6 months of inventory, although I've never seen any market with that much. Home sales fell 18.5% to almost 3,000 listings, and the active listings increased 162% to 9,600 listings, which is the most Austin has had since July 2011. As I said, inventory is at 3.1 months, which means the time they would run out of homes if no one built new. And the median price increased only 5.6% to $470,000. Dollar amount of sales declined 12.7%. New listings went down 3.8%. And the homes spent 40 days on the market, which is 21 days more than a year ago. Travis County, which is one of the most important in the area, decreased its home sales 30% and 24% of the dollar amount in sales. But the median price went up almost 10% to $550. That's crazy. So inventory is up, sales are coming down, and prices are still going up. What's happening? What is happening is that it will take Austin another full year to start seeing price declines in several areas. Homes are still selling close to 100% asking price. The market is not balanced and still favors sellers. Just in the city limits of Austin in the first months of the year, sales decreased 10% and prices went up 15% to $610,000. That's almost double the average price of a home in the US of $398K. Is the Austin market overpriced today? Yes, it is. One of the worst markets in the US, 51% overpriced, according to a study of Florida Atlantic University. The only city worse than Austin is Boise, Idaho, with an 81% premium. The interesting thing is that Zillow released their top 10 hottest housing markets in the US, and Austin didn't make number one. Not even number 3 or number 5. It was number 10 on the list. The hottest market today is Tampa, Florida, since it's affordable and there's a lot of jobs. What is the future for the real estate market in Austin for 2023? It will continue being a seller's market for the time being. There is a strong migration of people from other states, people making over 6 figures or selling properties elsewhere at a higher price. According to the census of 2021, Austin is growing at 146 people every day. What this means is high demand and low supply for another year, which means higher prices. My question to you is, do you think the amount of layoffs happening in the tech industry affect Austin's real estate market? Let me know in the comments. This is an unknown since we don't know how many of those layoffs actually live in Austin and not in California or other states. Also, many employers are requiring people to go back to the office. It will be stronger in 2023, where it could be the year where everyone has to return to the office. People are realizing that productivity levels are lower when employees are 100% in their homes. It's funny how they connect the mouse to a ventilator so it keeps moving and pretend they're working. Companies are slowly moving into Austin, Texas, not because they love it, but because they don't want to pay the prices and taxes of California, while they don't want to deal with the dryness of Nevada and don't want to deal with the stuck-up people in Dallas and the humidity in Houston. You have Google, Tesla, and Oracle moving into Austin, among others. Just as a fun fact, Wallet Hub compares 300 cities of different sizes across 24 key indicators from housing attractiveness to economic growth. And Austin, Texas came in at 7th place and 3rd between big cities. The best was Boise, Idaho, following Seattle, Frisco, Nashville, and Gilbert. Austin real estate prices have gone up 195% since 10 years ago. This is not to make you sad, but had you invested into buying homes in Austin 15 years ago and paid them off, let's say 5 or 10 of them, today you will be worth millions and getting enough rents to live a happy life anywhere in the world. Austin real estate market in the last quarter of the year has appreciated around 3%, making it a 12% year end. So homes are expected to go up in price around 1.4% next year for the Round Rock area. Is buying a property a good investment in Austin, Texas? It depends on what you're looking for and how deep your pockets are. You can buy a property to rent based on cash flow or based on equity. I like my properties to cash flow positive every month. So what does this mean? It means that after receiving my rent, paying the property manager and paying mortgage and escrow, I need to have money left on the table. And not only some dollars, I need $500 per month or more per property. But you need to see that cash flow as a percentage of the money you need to put into investment. So if you buy a $200,000 house and get $500 a month of cash flow, great. But if you need to buy in Austin and pay $600,000 to get that same $500 a month, is it worth it? Maybe, because in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, that property will triple its worth, so you will be a lot richer. A lot of the properties in Austin do not cash flow positive if you get a mortgage on them with a 25% down at current interest rates. You will be losing money every month hoping to get equity in the future. I don't like that. So it depends on what kind of investor you are. Do you have deep pockets, whether you can freeze millions of dollars in Austin properties and not get any cash flow out of them? For sure you will be richer in 10 years, but what about all the money that you're losing by not investing elsewhere? Let me know in the comments if you understand what I'm saying and what you prefer more, cash flow or equity. Is Austin in a bubble? It is, but the bubble is not made of water and soap, but hard plastic. There is a tight inventory. 146 people are moving into the city every day. Jobs pay 6 figures. It's an attractive area to live and invest. California is just getting worse. So yes, it is a bubble, but not one that can be burst easily. It might keep itself in a bubble for many years to come. If you think Austin is expensive, just look at California and New York. Besides, weather in Austin is not as bad as New York, and people are a lot more chilled and friendly than California. The quality of life is still high, and it's been ranked best city to live many times. Why? Because of its food scene, entertainment options, concerts, outdoor activities, and just its weirdness. So where should you buy that is not the city of Austin where it's extremely expensive now? Well, it's about finding growing markets. Cities like Round Rock, Cedar Park, and Pflugerville are good to invest in a rental property in Austin. The average rates in University Hills are $7.95 per month. That's the cheapest in the region to live, followed by Windsor Hills at $8.33 per month. Austin, Texas is a landlord-friendly city, although it's a liberal city. You can evict someone 3 days after they miss rent, and there is no limit on security deposits, no time limit to increase rents. You can terminate the lease and give them 3 days to vacate. So be careful to live in Texas if you forget to pay your rent on time or misbehave in a rental property. If you want to live in Austin, I gave you some cheaper options. Also, if you plan to invest in a rental property, but overall, Austin is not for cash flow. There are other places like Atlanta or Charlotte where you can get better opportunities to cash flow. But whatever you do, don't forget to keep Austin weird. But remember, take control of your life and take control of your money. So thanks a lot for watching this video. If you enjoyed it and found useful information, give me a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss any one of my videos as soon as they come out. So have a great day. Don't lose any money, and I'll see you next time.